Here's the famous high-security area.
Warden Mackenzie, at your service.
Good morning, Warden. I have a pass which allows me to...
Very well. It is the cell at the end to your left. I'd advise you to walk in the middle of the corridor.
What do you want? You're a friend of mine. You've been
What should we do next, Holmes?
Hans Schielman, I require some information from you.
So, who do we have here? The celebrated Sherlock Holmes himself. Do you know that I think this is cause for celebration.
I am afraid that you are not quite as great a chemist as you believe you are, Mr. Schielman. I will not say that you never were. But you see, while you are whiling away your days in here, it appears that someone on the outside is at the point of surpassing you, if that is not...
Yes, I heard about that. A chemical poison that eats away at the flesh and provokes hysteria. I recognize talent when I see it.
What can you tell me?
That depends on what you...
What do you want?
Do you know why I am treated so harshly? For my meals, I am given nothing but a hunk of bread. And even then, not just any...
Get to the point.
Never interrupt me! Where was I? Oh yes, the bread. Did you know that with a little rye yeast, a pinch of moss, certain cockroach secretions, just enough light and damp, with a few other ingredients that I will keep quiet about, I succeeded in poisoning half the staff? Unfortunately, a little something was omitted, which would have made the results fatal. Instead, it merely caused acute attacks of stress. Even so, I got a great laugh out of watching them cry like babies when they saw their most primitive fears materializing before them.
You are a monster, Mr. Schielman.
Thank you.
It wasn't a
But of course it was! You others, you ordinary narrow-minded. If by monster you mean someone who is nothing like you, then it is a compliment.
What do you need?
Very little. Just something to write with. What a torture not to be able to write them down. What a hell to see them vanish.
That's all. That seems an easy enough request to fulfill.
But listen. I don't want a vulgar inkwell and a pigeon's feather. No, I need material fit for my talent. I want my ink pen. Bring it to me.
Where is it?
It was confiscated upon my arrival here. I suppose it might be in my locker, in the locker room. Leave me now. See you soon, Mr. Holmes.
Warden Mc...
I'm glad to have been of service.
Can you tell me where I might find them?
In the corridor that leads to the director's office. That's where the prisoners' civilian stuff is held. But seeing the length of their sentences, they've little...
Can you open the locker room for us? We would like to inspect Shieldman's personal item.
No, Mr. Holmes. I'm not responsible for that. You will find the keys in the secretary's office.
See you later, Mr. Holmes.
Miss, may we borrow the keys to the locker room?
You will need authorization from the director to open that door. If you wait a moment, then I will inform him.
We will wait, thank you.
Anything new, Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes, have you been able to get what you wanted from our...
Not yet. We must first cast light upon a crucial point.
What can I do?
We need to examine Shieldman's civilian clothing.
Very well, but be extremely careful.
What do you mean?
In that madman's compartment, you will find a strange little coded case which refused point blank to open when he was incarcerated.
Didn't you ask the experts?
Of course we did. Experts from Scotland Yard came to examine it, but they came to the conclusion that it was better that the case remained shut than tamper with it.
I see. They were afraid that some poison or other might escape if it was open.
Exactly. Bear in mind that this man is an evil genius. Here's the key to the locker room. I give you the authorization to open.
Good. Thank
Miss Patterson, the guards are still waiting for you to put up the duty list. Do it as soon as possible. Without it, the changing of the guard cannot take place. Or had you...
Dry your tears, miss. I'm so...
Mr. Watson, I can't put up the duty list. And when he finds...
Why can't you?
It's in my locker, in the cloakroom. And I've lost the key.
your aunt.
Say no more, Holmes. As you keep repeating, time is against us. The locker room. This is where the prisoners' things are kept.
Staff cloakroom. Closed. Closed.
The locker room. This is where the prisoners' things are kept.
Here is the locker of our friend, Hans, the mad scientist.
Oh, what a jumble.
Blotting paper. A paper knife. This solid box must hold a precious object. Let us see. A poem in Hans's handwriting. Nothing of interest here. 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 I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Nothing of interest here. 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 There is something interesting here. There is something interesting here. A poem in Hans's handwriting. Blotting paper. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. There is something interesting here. Nothing of interest here. There is something interesting here. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest here. There is something interesting here. There is something interesting here. I can't do that. I can't do that. This cannot be a simple coincidence. There is something interesting here. There is something interesting here. Blotting paper. Blotting paper. Perfect.
What is written on that note, Holmes?
Later, Watson, later. We can give Hans blotting paper.
What a bunch of incompetents. Oh, if I was as unprofessional as that, there would be murder.
What's the matter? Are you a patient of Dr. Watson?
Very amusing.
I was going on about the dry cleaners in Westgate Street. They've just delivered my ceremonial uniform in the middle of my duty, when I've told them 1,000 times not to bring it until after 6 in the evening.
A ceremonial uniform?
No, and that's not about to happen. No, I've been invited to a wedding. I mean, I hope to be. I'm in trouble. If the director sees that I've left my post, I'll be sacked without pay.
Give it to me, Warden Brighton. I'll take care of it for you.
Really? Thanks a lot. Here's the key to the cloakroom and...
What have you got in mind, Holmes? You're not doing this out of...
No, out of curiosity. We will be able to access the cloak. Closed. Here is Brighton's locker. Bicarbonate of soda. The name on the key is Jenny. Bicarbonate of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach caused by stress without... Miss Patterson's locker. Let us examine Miss Patterson's locker. The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
Incredible. Is
It's really very clever. Little Jenny is astonishing.
Here is the famous gun. A locket sealing the... A letter from Brighton to Jenny.
Apparently, Jenny is carrying Brighton's child, and it seems that Jenny...
Sorry, Mr. Holmes, you can't go into the basement for the moment.
For what reason?
The door has locked itself automatically. We must enter a new
Do it then.
Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard duty list.
So Mackenzie is locked.
Yes, but don't worry about him. He's trained for...
Why not ask the
He isn't allowed to. Anyway, the bars in the high security section are joined to the alarm system, which is in that room. We only need to sound it to
We'll try to find the duty list, Warden.
We have found Chief Warden James's duty list.
Good. Thank you, Mr.
At once, Chief. Ah, Mr. Holmes.
Please do. With pleasure, O'Sullivan. You seem worn out, O'Sullivan.
A good night's sleep would do me.
Is something worried?
As you know, Westgate Prison will soon be demolished, and I'm spending most of my nights studying for my exam to join the police. You understand, I have to think about my future. So sleep isn't a priority at the moment.
Scotland.
What? A letter from Mr. Sherlock Holmes recommending...
Completely sick.
1,000 thanks.
It is addressed to
Yes, of course. At your service.
Anything else, Jen?
Warden McKay.
Well,
You have what you wanted, your precious pen.
you seem annoyed, Mr. Holmes. I would even go so far as to say terribly worried.
Why should you care, Mr. Shielman? Let's talk about that poison.
I am not talking about you in the grip of natural emotions found in ordinary people who are confronted by the inexplicable. But as for Mr. Holmes, you are in...
That is enough,
You have kept your word. Therefore, I will keep mine.
What is the end
Now, Mr. Holmes, the end result of any science. Here we are talking about human nature, of course. And the creator...
What do you mean?
You see, this poison was made using rare. Conceiving such a product in a laboratory especially built for the purpose could be achieved by any good chemist. But recopying this alchemy on another... I doubt if the creator of this mixture would...
And you would be.
Of course.
Luckily, you are going to spend the...
Luck is cyclical. It always comes around again, sooner or later.
Holmes, it sounds to me as though this Shielman is implying that an escape attempt will be made.
Yes, we must go and warn the director.
It is out of the question that your bastard is named Patterson. Very well. You refuse to reveal the father to me?
Director, you will have to postpone this small family reunion. We believe that a serious scheme is
You're not thinking of...
Yes. Shielman's words leave no room for doubt. It seems that he is planning an escape attempt. We strongly...
Do you really believe that he's hiding something? Because I must make an official report and have a legitimate reason for doing a search.
Director, if this prison is still in operation, it is solely because of its reputation. Think of the consequences of an escape.
You're right. No one will escape from Westgate under Patterson. I will order an immediate search of Mr. Shielman's cell.
Chief Warden James reporting. The search of prisoner Hans Shielman's cell has been carried out. No suspicious items were found.
Thank you, Chief. I feel better now. Without wishing to offend you...
If I'm not mistaken, we've nothing more to do here.
There's just one more thing.
What's that?
Mr. Holmes, sorry to interrupt you, but Miss Jenny wishes to see you alone.
This, Watson.
How did you know?
Wait for me in the guard's room.
What an extraordinary gentleman that Sherlock Holmes is. You must have had lots of adventures with him.
Oh, yes, dozens.
Thought he was infallible. But there wasn't anything out of the way in the rat killer's cell. Could he have been mistaken?
I must admit,
Warden Brighton, in my office immediately!
the director see
Yes, it must be.
I wouldn't want to be in...
you. Did you hear?
Yes, that's not normal. I've never heard Flint shout like that.
But why doesn't O'Sullivan sound the alarm?
Follow me, Mackenzie.
I'll come with you.
No, Dr. Watson, you're not allowed in. Wait for me here.
Very well.
Hey, but... the grill is blocked, Chief.
We've been locked in. And that smoke, it's coming from...
Sully, are you alive? Answer us, Sully.
What? Sound the alarm in the guard's room. That should unblock the door. Be quick. O'Sullivan might be in danger.
I must sound the alarm. I must sound the alarm. I must sound... I must sound the alarm. I must sound... I must sound the alarm. The door is locked, and I can hear shouting. I must sound... I must sound the alarm. I must sound the alarm. I must sound the alarm. It doesn't work. Locked. Locked. There is nothing interesting here. The guards must spend long hours here. Locked. Locked. O'Sullivan! Can you hear me? O'Sullivan, answer me!
Yes, I'm here. Quick, get me out of here. The Flints have escaped, and they are fighting like...
It's a catastrophe. Locked. Locked.
Hey, what are you waiting for to sound the alarm, Doctor?
It's impossible. It's been damaged.
No, Doctor, our priority is to save O'Sullivan. Go ahead through the visitors' corridor and see if he answers your call.
Very well.
Take the keys, they're in our room.
It doesn't work.
Useless! This door is blocked by the timer, but not the one below. Give me the keys! Quick!
It doesn't work.
Useless! This door is blocked by the timer, but not the one below. Give me the keys! Quickly! I've got the keys, Doctor. Thank you.
Follow me, Watson. We must repair the alarm.
Finally, there.
I'm going to turn on the system. Watson, you make sure of the contact.
I hope that this isn't dangerous.
I'm going to turn on the system. Watson, you make sure of the contact.
I hope that this isn't dangerous.
Follow me, Watson. I'm going to turn on this.
I hope that this... It works.
Perfect.
It's open. Let's go down.
Be careful. From what your colleague said, the...
We are trained for this sort of...
Come and help us, Watson.
Everything is back to normal. Thank you for your help, gentlemen.
It was a pleasure.
He's no longer here. He must have gone out through the visitor's entrance.
Yes, and he must be pleased to have gotten out of the basement.
Good. We must now check all the cells. It's the procedure in case of an alarm.
We'll come and help you.
You are evidently fond of wasting time, my dear.
The grate is open. This is alarming. He's fine where he is, under the cover.
How can he sleep with all this?
I'll admit it's not normal. Perhaps the smoke has poisoned him. I had better take a look.
Be careful, Doctor. He is dangerous.
Yes?
O'Sullivan!
It's impossible.
Or else it was.
My God.
The door is locked. Ah, Holmes, there you are.
Not at all, my dear fellow, quite the contrary. Follow me.
Why the devil have you brought me behind the prison?
We have an appointment, Watson.
What do you think?
Look who is waiting for us.
Shieldman! I'll go back and alert the guards.
Calm down. He's harmless.
But
Because I asked him not to.
are you telling me that you helped him to escape?
Quite so, as he wouldn't have been able to do so alone.
But how? And why? He's a dangerous madman.
And you will have them. But my priority for the moment is to remove our new friend to a safe place. I won't be long, but I must go alone. I'll rejoin you later. Just give...
Very well. I suppose...
How could you doubt it? Here, take the notes. They will help you when you write up the account of our visit to West...
The next step of our...
Good. Go then, and I...
Here we are in the heart of Whitechapel. Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
I'm listening, Holmes.